today we are back to the fractions, which is super duper exciting, and today we are finding equivalent fractions. Yay! But to begin with, we are going to count up in intervals of 25. So you're going to pause this video, you're going to start counting in your head or out loud, however you fancy doing it, in 25s. I want you to start on 0 to begin with. Then you're going to show to me how amazing you are, and you are going to count in 25s, but you're going to start on 1 instead of 0. And then you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to start on 2 instead of 0. So that might sound quite easy, but it's much harder than you think. But you guys are going to smash it. Well done. Off you go. Okay, we are back. Here we go. Exciting. There's some fractions. We've got 2 8s and we've got 4 16ths. Have a look at your fraction wall from yesterday. What do you notice? You will notice that they are the same. Oh, and let's have a look here. To get from 2 to 4, we times by 2. And to get from 8 to 16, we times by 2. Okay, so we've done the same to the top and the same to the bottom, so the numerators and denominators. So they must be equivalent fractions. How exciting. Here is a fraction wall, so let's look it up actually. We've got some time. So 2 8s. 2 8s. So on here we need to find the 8s. They're here. Let's circle them. Ooh, and I think the other one. Oh no, I don't think it's going to be on here, guys. 4 16ths. Well, it doesn't matter where on here because we can work it out. That it would have been about here. And then we'll split that into 4. So each of these would be a 16th. There we go. Children, we've made the best of a bad situation there, haven't we? Right, here we go again. What do you notice here? We have got equivalent fractions. Can you see how the same amount of stuff is coloured in? And we can have a look at this. Let's write these out. So we've got 1/3, 2 6, and 4 12ths. Okay, if we times that by 2, if we times 1 by 2, we get 2. If we times 3 by 2, we get 6. And again here, if we times 2 by 2, we get 4. If we times 6 by 2, we get 12. That's how we know they're equivalent. So we've got the numerator on the top, denominator on the bottom. If I double the numerator, what would I have to do to the denominator? So when you're doing equivalent fractions, it doesn't matter what you do, you just have to do the same to the denominator as you do to the numerator. So let's say we had 3/5 and we wanted to find an equivalent fraction. So let's double the numerator, that's the top number. So let's times that by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. We would have to do the same to the bottom. So 5 times 2 is 10. So 6/10 would be the same as 3/5. But you don't have to times by 2, you can times by anything. You can times by 3. Let's do it. Rub that out. I'm going to do it slightly smaller this time. 3/5. So let's times by 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. They are equivalent fractions because you've done the same to the denominator as you've done to the numerator. Here, okay, this one, bit of a find the missing number. What do you do to 4 to get 8? So, if it was written down as our sum, it would be 4 times something equals 8. So you can all tell me that that's 2. Okay, so that means, what do we have to do to have 7? We have to times it by 2. So 7 times 2 is 14. So 4/7 is the same as 8/14. Okay, hopefully you're staying with me. Now have a look at this one. What do I do to this number, to 3, to get 9? So as a question, it would look like this. Something times 3 equals 9. You times it by 3. Okay, so let's times 7 by 3. So 3/7 is the same as 9/21. Simple. Okay, so you guys are now going to have a go at this for me. You're going to pause the video and have a go at your activity sheets, which are in the folder. Good luck. Okay, welcome back. We are now going to do our plenary together. So complete the equivalent fractions, we can use the fraction rule to help us if we want to. So we've got 1/3 is the same as something sixths. So have a look here. What have you done? You've doubled it. So that is going to be 2/6. Now we've got is the same as 6/12. So have a think. 6/12. What have you done? You've doubled it. So again, we would double the top number. Here we go. All right. Now this one. This is a really useful piece of information, children, that you need to know. If you have a fraction where you have the numerator and the denominator the same, that equals a whole. Okay, so here we've got a whole. So how many 12ths do you need to make a whole? We know that's going to be 12. Again, to make a whole, we would need sixths. And to make a whole again, we would need 3/3. Lovely. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this maths lesson. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.